All you have to do is get on all fours.
And down here, oh yes. Yes, 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 other way around. I'm getting shredded, guys, getting shredded. Shredded, shredded, shredded. Coach Ray in today's video, how I lost belly fat in 7 days with no strict diet and no workout. And so here's the thing, there is no such thing. There isn't. You want to hear, no, if you rub your belly a certain way, and they're going to go over these stupid tricks and bullshit, and I'm going to friggin' put them where they belong. I'm going to explain to you exactly how much nonsense, how much bullshit they're spewing, and how Brightside should be ashamed of themselves. Ashamed for spewing such nonsense. One thing is the Brightside channel knows nothing about losing weight. Well, at least on the bright side, they know about other things, but they certainly don't know about weight loss, and so they need to stay in their lane. But why would they? They're getting tens of millions of views on stupid videos that make no sense whatsoever. We're going to watch the video, we're going to tear the shit apart, and explain exactly how much nonsense they're spewing, how horrible it is. Let's get right into it.
The biggest thing holding me back from putting on that dress is my belly. Literally, I got rid of the pooch in just a week without any extreme dieting or hours at the gym.
And so you've let yourself go. Perhaps you've gained 10 or 20 pounds. You've got a wardrobe there that just doesn't fit. You want to fit back into those clothes. You've got 1 week. And so she's giving you the diet on exactly what to do to lose it in 1 week. And remember, she promises no diet, no gym. It's simple, right?
I was basically thrown into panic mode when the guy of my dreams asked me out one day, and I had just 1 week to slim down my waistline.
And so first things first, ladies, how pathetic and embarrassing is it that you're watching this? She said, the guy of my dreams asked me out on a date, and so now I have to lose all my weight. I have to be so pretty for him. He's giving off husband vibes. The man of my dreams, he's so sexy, 6'5", he's got a beard. He's got abs. He makes $1 million a year. He drives a freaking Corvette. I can't wait to go on this date, but I can't eat this week. Because after all, I mean, he did in fact ask you out, but clearly he only likes me if I lose weight and fit into that smaller dress. I mean, did he not just ask you out? If he's asking you out now, why do you think you now have to lose weight? Perhaps he likes you just the way you are. Have you ever thought of that? I mean, he approached you and asked you out. Do you think he approached you, asked you out and said, hey, I got a proposition for you. I'd like to take you out. We're going to go for yoga and a coffee, but you have to lose 10 pounds by next Friday night or the date's off. Did he suggest that? Did he even insinuate that he didn't like the way you looked? He asked you out. What more do you need to know? How ridiculous is this really? The premise of this video is that she got asked out by her dream man with husband vibes, and she's going to now have to go on a diet to look the way he wants.
If you've just recently noticed that you're not fitting into your clothes the way you did not so long ago, it's more likely a result of bloating and water weight.
Telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. It's fat. If you have recently been noticing that you've been gaining weight, that you're no longer fitting in the clothes that you fit in earlier, perhaps it's now winter time and you don't fit in the clothes you fit in last summer, and every single year you notice the same thing. You put on 10 pounds once winter time comes. Once you're not in your bikini in the summer, you gain some weight back, and on New Year's Day you say, I'm going to lose the weight. New year, new me. Guess what? It's not bloating. What excuses? Oh, suddenly you're 30 years old and suddenly now it's bloat. You've lived your entire life and suddenly, all of a sudden, the reason you're overweight is because of bloating. It's water, salt, whatever. You really think it's that, or you think maybe it's from a calorie surplus? Rather than thinking there's a magic quick fix, why don't you just go on a diet? Perhaps do 150 minutes of cardio a week, perhaps eat from my cookbook, which of course you already have, because if you actually wanted to lose weight, you would have already bought one of my books. I've been selling them for years. Sold nearly 100,000 copies. And so clearly, if you are serious about weight loss and you watch my channel, you have gotten my cookbook. Click the link in the description.
So bloating is definitely not fat. It's air or gas that collects in your gut.
And so she's decided that the reason that she can't fit in any of your dresses is bloating. You know, it's just extra water, extra gas. Perhaps she has to fart. And so she's going to fix all of this. Remember, I'm telling you, it's fat. It's not just bloating, unless suddenly you magically change your diet. And if you did magically change your diet, you probably gained weight. You probably ate too much. But what is it that all of a sudden could happen that's bloating? You've eaten the same type of foods for the last 30 years, and suddenly, now it's bloating. Why would that happen? Maybe you should go check out a doctor. If you literally have gained 10 or 20 pounds and you think it's from bloating, something's wrong, something's off, I would go get a medical exam as soon as possible.
Once I'd established that I was indeed bloated, here's what I did to reduce it.
And so how did she just decide that she's bloated? Did she go and get her body fat tested? Was she at 20% body fat and now she's still at 20 but gained 20 pounds? How does she know it's bloating? How do you just know it's bloat and it's not fat? Did she get a DEXA scan? Did she test her body fat through hydrostatic weighing, perhaps with skin fold calipers? Or did she send her photo to Coach Greg for his laser eye assessment?
I tried this thing called acupressure, since I'd read that it really helps with bloating.
And so if you're bloated, this is a secret. Start rubbing on your feet. Give yourself a foot massage. Get the thumbs acting. Perhaps practice thumb wrestling. Yeah, got you. I got you. Got you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Ah, gotcha. Is that really going to cause bloating to go away? I don't think so. And so after massage your feet, now let's massage the stomach.
The first pressure point can be found about 4 fingers above your belly button. I massage this spot for 3 minutes using both clockwise and counterclockwise movements.
Why don't we rub about 8 inches lower and go counterclockwise and clockwise and then see what happens? Perhaps that might dehydrate you a little bit. 4 fingers and 4 inches above the navel? What are we even talking about right now? Counterclockwise and clockwise. What are you all doing in there?
The other point is 4 fingers below your belly button.
Now we're talking 4 inches below the navel line. Another 4 inches, we're talking business. So where is this? 4 inches. Okay. All right. I'm getting shredded, guys. Getting shredded. 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 I got it. Yes, look how lean I'm getting. Look at the abdominals coming in. Look at the obliques. It's working. It's working. Rub faster than last time. Next up, 4 inches below. We can't show that far. And down here, oh, yes. Yes, 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 other way around, other way, oh my goodness, people, have you seen that? 2 inches lower than that, I'm starting my OnlyFans account.
Consuming more ginger is another bloat-reducing trick I read about.
And of course, it's some ginger. I mean, if you mix up some ginger and water, perhaps add some honey, you can be shredded. I mean, that's what every professional bodybuilder does before they go on stage, because after all, I'm sure Chris Bumstead, Derek Lunsford, all the best bodybuilders in the world, they obviously don't want to be bloated on showtime. And so I'm sure all of them are doing this massage techniques. I mean, every one of these guys, I know in secret, they're massaging their feet the night before the show, and 4 inches above and 4 inches below, that's all they do the night before the show. And they drink a bunch of water with ginger. It's amazing. That's what they all do. And I'm being sarcastic, right, Dr. Berg?
And I'm being sarcastic. Thanks for watching.
And you see the models are showing this girl's doing her little sit-ups. You really think that girl needed to add in some turmeric and some friggin' massages on her feet and stomach in order to get shredded? Or do you think she just naturally looked like that? This girl with the flattest stomach you've ever seen in your life, do you really think that is an example of somebody that's following this diet to fit in her smaller clothes? That guy that asked her out, do you really think that the girl looked like this? Do you really think she even looked remotely like this? Oh my God, I better get my waist smaller. It's 24 inches. I need it to be 23. In a previous video I watched from Brightside, they said, oh, as long as your waist is under 35 inches as a woman, you're good, you're okay, don't need to do anything.
If you are a woman and your waist size is less than 35 inches, relax. Everything is fine.
But yet here, oh, if you can't fit into a size 2 because you're a size friggin' 2 1/4, well, you gotta follow this diet for a full week. The last video was one night. One night you lose all your visceral fat, you're golden. Now it's a week. Which is it?
At least, that's what the experts recommend according to my research. Here's exactly what I did to get rid of this so-called fluid retention. I cut way down on my salt intake.
And so literally she's got 44 million followers. She got 36 million views in this video. And she's saying, you know, I did some research and this is what I read. And some of the so-called experts said this, cut down on salt. What experts? Are we supposed to take the word of some person that studied this for an hour the night before recording a video? Some experts said that you should cut your salt out. Some experts said this, some experts said that. We're going to listen to this person as the sound medical advice on how to lose weight in a week?
I read that too much sodium, which is the stuff that's in salt, causes the body to retain more water.
And so now she's trying to lose water weight. And so what she says is reduce your sodium intake and eat these specific fruits and vegetables. And that's going to cause you to pee faster than last time. And this is what I can tell you. If you reduce carbohydrates, you're going to pee more. If you reduce sodium, you're going to pee more. Sodium attracts water, and so if you have a very high salt diet, you're going to attract more water. And to form glycogen, you know, in the muscle, you need 1 gram of carb for every 3 grams of water. And so the more carbs you're eating, the more water you're going to retain in your body. But is that really a bad thing? I mean, if you're trying to fit into a dress and you're trying to lose weight quickly, then of course you can reduce carbs from your diet. I would suggest you go on a keto diet for 3 days. You're going to lose a lot of water weight, but that's a temporary fix. You're not actually burning body fat. You're just reducing the amount of carbs in your body, which is causing you to lose water, which is causing your muscles to kind of get shrunk down. And so if you have to fit in a dress, guys, if you're trying to fit in a suit and you can't fit in, it works. If you have a photo shoot, you're trying to get shredded and you need to look absolutely peeled in a very short period of time, you can decrease your carbohydrate intake. You can also drink more water, which is going to flush out the sodium. It's going to cause you to pee more. Then suddenly the night before, you drink no water whatsoever. You stop drinking water, your body continues to pee out this water, and when you wake up the next day, you're going to be significantly leaner. This is very often what bodybuilders do, what people doing photo shoots do to look absolutely shredded. And on top of that, some of these people will even use diuretics. They'll use a variety of performance-enhancing drugs to look at their best. I'm not suggesting you do any of that, but it's important to understand that these are temporary fixes. It's not going to be something you want to do for the rest of your life.
I also tried making dandelion tea a couple of times. This herb is a natural diuretic.
And you know what's an even greater diuretic than any of these things? Caffeine. She's saying drink dandelion root, do this, do that. And did you know that caffeine is an even greater diuretic than anything she's listing? Caffeine, you know what's in coffee, or for example, what's in Hardcore 2.0? If you consume caffeine, for example, if you take Hardcore pre-workout, you're going to reduce your bloating. You're not going to have nearly as much water in your body. The caffeine acts as a diuretic. You're going to pee more, and you're going to wake up more shredded. But is that necessarily a good thing? I don't think so. You don't want to be dehydrated, perhaps for a photo shoot, for a one-time event, but you don't want to be dehydrated every day. And so my advice is to not skip out on the carbohydrates, to not skip out on drinking water, but to try to stay hydrated. And don't reduce your sodium too low. You don't want to cramp up. If you reduce your sodium intake too low, you're going to cramp up. You're going to dehydrate your body. You're not going to feel good. It's not healthy. And so please don't do this at home, at least without the advice and consent from your doctor. And as I always say, never ever break the law.
So I cut down on processed sugar and other sweeteners, as well as all kinds of desserts, chocolate, and refined grains.
And remember, it's all forms of carbs, not just slow digesting, but fast digesting as well. So whether you're getting your carbs from rice cakes, sugar, from fruits, vegetables, from potatoes, whatever, if you're eating carbs, it's going to allow your body to form glycogen. With each gram of carb, 3 grams of water. And so if you eat 100 grams of carbs, 300 grams of water can form the glycogen. That is 1 pound.
But to tell you the truth, it's not that restrictive of a diet, so you don't really feel like you're dieting.
And so remember at the start of the video when they said you don't have to change your diet or training? Did she not just go over every single change you have to make to your diet?
Without any extreme dieting or hours at the gym.
Does it sound like you don't have to change your diet? She has specific foods you have to eat. We're having to reduce the sodium from her diet. You have to drink water a certain way or have to do this, do that. And what's next? Now we talk about the training. The training she said you didn't have to do.
Nuts, fish, dairy products, and meat turned out to be no less delicious than junk food and pastries.
And so she went from eating junk food and pastries to eating all this healthy food. But I'm not saying you have to change your diet. I just changed my diet. You know, every single thing about it.
I reduced my portion sizes, but ate more often throughout the day. Instead of 3 huge meals.
Oh, instead of eating 3 huge meals, I eat 6 smaller meals a day. You don't have to change your diet. You don't have to change anything. It's simple. And in just 1 week, you change your life. Yeah, you change everything about your life, including what you're eating.
The lifestyle changes were a no-brainer. Instead of the elevator, I took the stairs.
Oh, and as far as not having to do any exercise, I lied. I just don't count as exercise. And so instead of taking the escalator or the elevator, you just run up the stairs.
Instead of parking near the entrance to some place, I parked further away and walked.
Instead of driving somewhere, just park the car and go for a walk. And go for a walk all the time. 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. It all adds up. You don't have to do exercise, just exercise all day.
Coach Greg.
Instead of sitting in front of the TV all evening, I went for short 15 to 30 minute walks.
Oh, and I gave up watching TV and I just walked for 15 to 30 minutes as many times a day as I can.
I did try one specific exercise you can do for bloating. All you have to do is get on all fours.
Did she just tell me to get up on all fours? And is she now doing a bunch of yoga poses saying it's going to flatten out your stomach? Are we doing a downward dog pose and a child pose? I mean, what's next? The puppy pose? You look up the puppy pose. Editor, show them the puppy pose. Tell me what you think of that. Love the puppy pose. love the puppy pose.
All you have to do is get on all fours and inhale deeply while loosening up your stomach muscles.
Oh yeah, inhale deeply and get up those stomach muscles and stick your asshole so far up in the air that no one else can help but look at you.
I did this for just 5 minutes a day, and I saw a big difference within a week.
Did she just show a picture of Frank Zane? And you're gonna do a bunch of yoga poses, breathing in, breathing out, child pose, puppy pose, doggy style pose, whatever? And you're gonna look like freaking Frank Zane? We're literally putting Frank Zane on stage as he's winning the Mr. Olympia, and that's what we show to say, hey everybody, you can get a flat stomach. They showed Frank Zane.
What can I say in the end? It all worked. That dress ended up fitting me better than ever.
Oh, and by the way, I did this and it all worked and it fit me and I'm engaged and I have twins on the way. And he massaged me 6 inches below my belly button and now I have twins.
And I got lots of compliments from my date.
And so she got lots of compliments on her date. All about how she looked. Did he compliment her on her morals, her values, or perhaps her sense of humor? Something aside from her looks? How long do you really think looks is going to matter? How important is it really? Yeah, on the first date it is. It got you in the door. He asked you out. And so why did you think you needed to continue to lose weight? And oh my God, he validated me. He said I looked so good in that dress that's one size too small that I had to starve myself all week to fit into. And so what happens when you regain that weight because you can't stay on this diet forever? What's going to happen when you go up a size? Is he going to say, oh, I used to like you? It's over. I mean, you're size 4 now. I mean, I can't date a woman who's above a size 2. I mean, why would I do that? Did he have the proper husband energy?
Do you have your own recipes for losing a dress size in a week?
I love it. Do you have your own recipes for losing a dress size in a week? Rather than looking for recipes to lose a dress size in a week, which essentially is starve yourself, I mean, that's how you're legitimately going to lose 10 pounds in a week. You're going to eat almost nothing and do a lot of cardio. That is how you lose weight very quickly. But if you want to lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life, not have to worry about going through this cycle every month of losing weight, gaining weight, yo-yo dieting, get my freaking cookbook, low calorie, delicious meals for the big eater. You're not going to be hungry, and the delicious meals are going to keep you satisfied. You're going to love your diet. Imagine being on a diet that you not only like, but that you love. That is what this book is about. Nearly 100,000 people have bought these cookbooks, and so what are you waiting for? Click the link in description. Remember, there are several books at several different price points. Some are in PDF, some are hard copy. Pick the book that matches your lifestyle. And if you want to lose weight, consider doing 150 minutes of cardio a week. And of course, eat a healthy diet. You need more energy? Look no further than GO2 Max, the main ingredient, NMN. Greater endurance, greater recovery between sets. What more can you ask for? Whether you're doing cardio, training in the gym, or just going out to mow your lawn or walk your dogs, GO2 Max, more energy, more cardio. Do more now. Click the link in the description. Don't forget about the Seco protein bars, $9.99 with purchase of anything. There's over 40 different products. You got to get to it. There's creatine, protein powders, pre-workouts, both stim and non-stim. There's Delta Sleep. There's G-Shred. There's GO2 Max. There's so many things. Head over to my website. Ending it here. Subscribe, click the bell button. That bell button that notifies you so you can get immediately shown my video right away. You can watch it right away. Add a comment. It helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Watch one of those 2 bloops. And of course, I have a Harder Than Last Time clothing line. I also have coaching plans by me and my team. I have phone consults. Did one today. Also, over 300,000 newsletter subscribers. And so head over to my website if you want a free diet and training program. Also offering that. It's close to 50 pages in length, more than one. It's customized to your needs. Can't believe it. Head over there right now. And until next time, I am out.